I really wanted to make this video for a long time about being in debt and the shame and the struggle and the suffering, the frustration and the anxiety that comes with being in debt and owing past due bills and things like that. This video is for you. I have a cat on me. That's why I have an office, because it's hard to make videos at home. But maybe he'll stop me from being angry. Look at him. He likes it. That's not what this video is about. So if you are in debt, I want to let you know, man, if you've got the anxiety and the shame, and maybe some guys even put guns in their mouths because they can't handle it anymore. If you feel like a piece of shit and you'll never get out of this mountain of debt, I could totally relate to you, and I'm here to let you know, if you weren't born with the silver spoon in your mouth and you didn't grow up in a super supportive family that paid for your college education and your master's degree so you could become a doctor or a lawyer and all that crap, and maybe all you have is the ability to just work and do labor. Getting out of debt is not as hard as you think. It's very hard. I was probably maxed out about $30,000 in debt myself, all by stuff. It was not me being irresponsible. Mostly not being irresponsible. Most of it was I literally just didn't make enough damn money to pay the bills, let alone every time an emergency hits your life, it has to go onto the debt pile, because most people are good people. I'm a good guy. If I was making good money as a younger guy, I would have paid all my bills on time and nothing would ever went late. And some things happen out of your control, I understand that. But get this book. Let you know you're not a piece of shit if you're in debt. Everybody's in debt, and the way our monetary and crooked ass system is set up is really designed to just put the nail in the coffin in a young guy's life before he can even make it to a level where he's competent enough to live a real life and, have a house, a family, a wife, a kids, a mortgage, and support all the things he's always wanted. So I've got cat hair all over me. I should have went to the office to do this video. But so there is a documentary about credit card debt called Maxed Out. Oh, go on YouTube and watch the documentary Maxed Out. If you're in debt, you go, I knew it. That it's a big paper trail. These people are crooked. If you even say on the phone to a debt collector, yes, this is my debt, or I got to find a way to pay, you're instantly agreeing verbally now in setting up a verbal contract that now you're responsible for that debt for another 7 years. Even if the statute of limitations was about to run out today, and you agree verbally to that debt, you just reset the statute for another 7 years and put a nail in your own coffin. And that's why you got to get this book. Also on audible.com, you can listen to it while cutting grass or doing anything. I've read this book about 6 times, changed my life. Also, these Kiyosaki books will change your life, increase your financial IQ. He talks about having emotional intelligence as well as an IQ as well, because it really takes getting rid of this in your life, the extreme highs and the extreme lows, the extreme highs and the extreme lows. One of the biggest contributors to debt that I've seen is just not making enough money in your day job to pay your bills. See, money is bullshit. It really sucks. It's not fair, and the system we live in is crazy. And I'm not going to get into the financial system collapsing and gold and silver and all that. There's a lot of stuff that I'm aware of and I study and research for years now that I just don't talk about on my channel, because that's not what the channel's about, and I don't really want to start a big fire here. But I do want to make this video. You got to get this book, man. Regardless of what you feel about him, he blows the cover off a lot of lies and deception. I got a buddy who's a client of mine who became one of my best friends. He owns a finance company, very successful, young guy. And he said, Keith, it's all bullshit. It is all bullshit. It's all paper. It's paper and numbers and computers that have been designed to lock you down. Like, you look at your driver's license, if you got one, and your name is in all capital letters. You're agreeing now. That's not the real you. The real you is an infinitely free person, but you are a corporate person that, I got cat hair everywhere. We got to vacuum our house and sweep and mop the floors like every 2 days. He's a good cat, though. So, you are a corporate entity. If your name is Bob Jones, everything that's on your name, your credit cards, your driver's license, your social security number, has all been designed and robbed to take away your freedom and make you. It's maritime admiralty law. It's a whole thing you got to look up. Look up the documentary Maxed Out. Watch that. Get that book. I'm not going to go too deep into the stuff here because I'll get really pissed off talking about it. And I want to let you know you can consolidate credit. You can talk these people down. You can pay it off for such a small number, like 30% of what your bill actually is, and get that thing settled. Get your credit score back up. But you're like, how do I do that if I don't even make enough money? There's not enough food in the fridge, Keith. I'm already late on my bills. That's why I stress so much to start a business and grow your own business. If you didn't have the opportunity, like I didn't, to go to school and get some master's degree and become a dentist, doctor, lawyer, physician, whatever, I mean, you're really stuck with your back against the wall and you got a family to feed, and your only option is really to go out and make your own damn money. Learn how to hunt for your own food. I saw this crap on Facebook yesterday. What is this? In New York, we need $15 an hour. I think you've seen this. These Wendy's employees who are saying, we deserve $15 an hour, no more minimum wage. And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to get too opinionative, and I'm not speaking to those people specifically. I'm just saying, if you're working in a job and you're demanding that your boss pay you more, and you're holding on to that thing like a life preserver, and you're saying, you pay me more, that's like a childish, immature type of mentality versus the reciprocal, which is saying, I don't need anybody else. I'm standing up and being a man and going out and hunting for my own meat and going out in the woods and I'm the tiger who's getting my own gazelle. You go out and get your own damn money and fight for yourself, and then watch your whole life turn around. And I went in a lot of debt, and I dug myself out of debt, almost completely out of debt now. And I get really pissed off because I look at, it was just money the whole damn time that was separating, and I knew it. You know it deep down inside. Money would solve all my problems. And then you got these people say, money doesn't solve all problems. the root of all evil, money is the root of all evil, and all this crap. It's not about worshiping money and being obsessed with money. That will definitely make your life miserable. But the truth is, when you make more money, if your heart's in the right place, can you imagine, dude, just calling up a debt collector and don't agree to the debt, like I said, the alleged debt, and you owe a debt for $650 on old cable or cell phone bill. Can you relate to that? I got $285 for you right now. That's not gonna work. $312. The most I'm giving you is $312, and they settle it, a $650 bill for $300, and now that thing comes off your credit report in a month or two. Because you have money to do it. Because you have the money to do it. Money equals options. So it's so worth it. The pain and the suffering and how hard it is to get a business off the ground and grow the thing is easier than being stuck in a dead-end job and hating it and demanding that you get a raise and going through the pain and turmoil and shame of, being in debt, not being able to move forward in your life. That's really what it comes down to. So the sooner you get with that, at least from my experience, I'm not saying I'm right or qualified to tell you this stuff, but I can point you in the right direction of the people that I'm learning from. I'm just parroting the crap combined with my own life experiences from what I've learned in this awesome cat here. He's a good boy. We actually rescued him. But you get what I'm saying, man? So I care about you. I want to see you be successful. Really do. Getting tons of emails and thank you. Thank you. It's a great opportunity, and this YouTube is amazing. You can look up anything in the world and learn anything. So if you're sitting on YouTube watching the wingsuit videos and these guys jumping out of planes, that's great. But also utilize the internet to educate yourself like you've never been educated before. Get some of those, people say, what's those things in your ears? It's the Bluetooth HBS 750s. Get an iPod, get something, and start listening to some audiobooks and information that's going to leverage you and change your life. Because we're in the information age, and the quality of your life directly correlates to the quality of the information that's going in between your ears, constant, on a continual, consistent basis. Educate yourself. If you're around a bunch of people and your best friends, if you're a big fish in a small pond and your best friends are drug addicts and alcoholics or people that are dragging you down, I'm sorry, but they gotta go. They got to go and get around the people who are successful, who know a thing or two about a thing or two, who are going to challenge you to step up and be greater and get out of the hole that you're in, and the life that you picture and you envision. Lay down for 5 minutes and close your eyes. Even though you might be in anxiety, think about the life you want to live and picture it. Just picture it. You only get what you picture. You only get what you picture. If you're picturing the worst case scenario all the time and you're around people who are spitting, even if they're family members, you got to spend less time with them. Don't pick up the phone. This is about you. You got to be selfish in order to become selfless. Because if you can't even provide for yourself, how are you going to provide for others? I really pissed off about this stuff because I was lied to my whole life. Lied to. The whole broke, negative welfare, victim-minded environment was just an environment. That's all it is. They're different ponds. Different ponds. If you can get out of that pond for a minute and look and say, oh, I was stuck in that pond. Read an amazing book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. Amazing book. You take these average kids and put them in rich families that are surrounded by hockey stars and shit. Like hockey, NFL famous hockey players, sports mogul icons, celebrities. And these average kids turn out to be these amazingly successful people because they were bred in an environment and in a culture that breeds success. Whereas you take a very smart, intelligent, hardworking, good, honest, ethical, ambitious kid, and you grow him up in a broke family, a bunch of negative drug addicts and alcoholics, he might end up becoming a drug addict. It's really sad. And that's what we really look up to, like the Tony Robbins and the Oprah Winfreys of the world. These people who are like literally battered and molested and around families hooked on drugs and on drugs themselves and turn out to be these huge celebrities that are philanthropists that give their heart to the world and say it doesn't have to be this way. All right, I'm done with my rant. I get mad when I talk about this stuff because truth cuts like a knife. And love it. All right, later. This is your good kitty. See, you added to the video, Ninja. You added to the video. Later.